thank you. But so my thought of the day, I mean, with everything going on, and I mean, there's a lot going on from death, from just constant harassment, ICE, just different things going on. I mean, people are losing jobs right now. There's so much going on in the world. And every time I think of all that, I always tell myself, like, I'm never alone. Like, just plant yourself. And anybody that sees you're never alone. Especially for our community. I mean, we experience a lot together. Sometimes joy and sometimes pain. But we don't have to do it alone. Recently, I had my daughter, and I'm taking her to do her Holy Communion. So, like, every day during the week, I take her out. I pick her up from school, and then I take her to go get her to go do her class. And every time I pick her up, we'll go eat, and then we'll go take her to class. And then after her class is done, I'll wait for her, and then she'll get back, and we'll go back to the house. And every time she goes back to the house, I always tell her, "What did you learn today?" She's like, "Well, let me tell you, right?" And then she'll just start telling me what's going on, you know, and Christ is 3 in 1. Did you know that? You know, just stuff like that. And, you know, we'd always talk. So the reason I asked her, I said, "Hey, you want to go with me to, you know, those of you guys don't know, the Dodgers won the World Series, right?" So I tell her, "Hey, you want to go with me to the ceremony? We're gonna go see them get the trophy. They're gonna talk this and that." And my daughter, she's her name's Tita. We know her name's Martha. We call her Tita. She's like a big time Dodger fan, like her dad. So I said, "All right, let's go." So we go over there, right? And we're right there, and we're taking it all in. And it's like, man, it's powerful. You're like seeing people. The community's coming together. They're cheering. Like they're driving through the parade. It's like powerful, and you're waiting for them to come, you know. And as we're waiting, they got music going, this and that. They had DJ Mustard there, and he says, you know, if you're here with your best friend, raise your hand, right? And my daughter just picks her hands up real quick, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness, and I raise my hand, and they're like, yeah. And then she comes and I hug her. I say, "I love you, Tita." And then she whispers at me, "That was for Jesus. I'm never." I said, "What did you think my hand was for?" And she said, "For me." But the idea is that we are never alone. That we're no matter what goes on in our life, we're never alone. And I think of Homeboy, there was something I had read recently about the Benedictines. And when the Benedictines see somebody, a stranger, they bow before the stranger. And you'd be like, why do they bow before the stranger? It's because as if they've seen Christ before them. So as to them, when they see a stranger, that could be Christ. And they bow before the stranger. And when I was reading that, I kid you not, the first thing I thought in my mind was Homeboy Industries. It's like when somebody walks in here for the first time, whether they're getting out of prison, county jail, rehab, they're coming from the streets, no matter what, whether they burn bridges with their family or whatever happened in their lives, when they walk through this door, like we always hug them, we always embrace them, like, what is it you need? How can we help you? As Puka says, have you eaten yet, right? And it's constantly, always this love, this compassion, this way of us just always welcoming each other. It's like, it's a safe haven for our community. No matter what's going on in your life, you come here. And so when I was thinking that, I was thinking of Homeboy Industries, and I thought to myself, with everything going on, and for some people during the holidays, it's a heavy time. Right? For other people, you're just coming out of prison for the first time, and it's like you might have missed already 8 Christmases or 8 holidays, and for you, you're just grateful to be here. And then for other people, it's like, man, just so much, a lot of times relapses happen, and violence happens, domestic violence happens, and the violence on the streets are going on. There's so much going on that we got to remember that we're not alone. Utilize each other and utilize our community, because we don't have to do this alone. We don't have to carry our pain alone. We don't have to walk alone. We have each other, and that's the blessing of Homeboy Industries, is we have each other, and we need to utilize each other and not take what we have here for granted. I think it was Martin Luther King. He said something that was powerful one time when Cesar Chavez was during his fasting. And in his fasting, he was, it was for the United Farm Workers. Cesar Chavez was doing his fasting, and Martin Luther King at that time, he had his movement going and for freedom, and he sends a telegram to Cesar Chavez, and he said, our struggle is one and the same. A struggle for freedom, for dignity, and for humanity. And that's the idea, is our struggle is all one and the same. But first and foremost is always healing. And healing comes from community with one another. So connect with one another, bond with one another, and as Brittany said, let's connect with each other and really build these relationships, because we don't have to carry any of this alone, okay? All right.